It's time for a special program called The 11th Hour, featuring Hughes, Deputy Director of the Washington County Board of Behavioral Health. This weekly program will shed light on important issues in our area and the positive steps we're taking to combat them.
Good morning. This is Hughes, and I am here for the 11th hour on your local radio station, WMOA. And this is our program from the Washington County Behavioral Health Board about critical issues in our county and what we're doing to make our community a better place to live, work, and thrive. So with me today, I have Candace Jeffers, and she's the clinical coordinator for Rigal Recovery Residential Center. So welcome, Candace.
Hello, how are you?
Well, it's good to be here. We're actually sitting in Candace's office here in what was the old woman's home, and it is a beautiful, beautiful home.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I know it dates back to what, the 1800s or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
1837 maybe.
Okay.
It's on the wall out here. We'll have to look.
Yeah, we'll have to. So I've had a tour. I'm very impressed. So let's talk a little bit about the work and the purpose for this particular program.
It is a substance abuse facility. It is all voluntary. We recently just went to men, and it's low intensity residential services. And we plan to go to high intensity residential services within the next month or so, and also add a detox component.
So in terms of, because some of those words might not be really understood by sort of the lay person. So talk to me about the programs and the services that clients are getting here now.
We offer individual sessions and with a counselor. And then we also do 30 hours of group therapy a week. And that is done by our counselor, myself, and treatment assistants, which they have a licensure through the state of Ohio. We do staff-led activities with them. We try to help integrate them back into the community with housing, employment, like SSI, if that's what they may need, anything that's going to help them be successful once they leave.
So how many people are currently here now?
8.
Okay. And what is the average length of stay?
30 to 90 days. With the withdrawal management program, when it takes effect next month, we are going to also do men and women in that unit, but it's 5 to 7 days. And then when the high intensity residential comes into effect, that's just certain individuals that's going to need a little more structure, a little more care, and a little more time. They will have probably anywhere from 4 to 6 months here is what our goal is and what our hope is. But that would be upon, managed care and everything.
Healthcare and all the regs and the rules, right? Yeah. Yes. So you've been working in Washington County even before this role for how long?
Approximately 2 years.
Okay.
I was with another mental health agency prior to this, and I was a supervisor over case managers, and then I also did day treatment for adolescents in elementary school for ages K through 4.
So you've done a lot of different things. So, it's all challenging, certainly, and all potentially work that you don't know if the outcome's going to be positive or negative. So how do you stay motivated? How do you stay inspired?
Just watching them change and grow and help them. And, I understand that you can't save everyone, but those ones that you do help along the way makes it all worth your while. To watch them start learning new skills and physically change, like you can see physical changes within probably 3 weeks, and watching them become proud of themselves and finally understand that yes, they can do this, and start looking and focusing towards positive things rather than negative things. That's rewarding.
So I know certainly in the work that we do at the Behavioral Health Board and really across the state of Ohio, one of the key issues is stigma. In fact, there's actually a campaign right now called Denial Ohio, and it really focuses on the fact that a lot of people are in denial about what we're dealing with and that the fact that addiction is really a disease. Is there anything you want to say about that you think would be important just to share?
It is absolutely a disease, and there is plenty of research out there that shows that once you use substances for so long, that it changes the chemistry in your brain. So it has been proven scientifically that it is a disease, and I think that if people could be more understanding and empathetic and just try to understand, they would come to realize that they're just people, regular people like everyone else, but they've made some bad decisions and then it's overtaken their life, and without assistance they can't help to get better. So I would love to educate and educate and educate so people have a better understanding, because I truly believe that there's a lot of times that stigma arises because people fear the unknown, and this is still so taboo and unknown that it scares people.
Well, certainly before we had Rigal Recovery Residential Center, people that experienced these issues had to leave the county and go almost 2 hours away at times. So I feel like your organization is really filling a gap that we had in our community. So, I just want to thank you for that.
Thanks. We agree too. It's much needed, and 2 hours away is a close one. Generally, there are wait lists everywhere, and it's almost nearly impossible to get somebody to come in, to be able to get taken in the same day. And it's like that with anything in human nature. If you're ready to do something, you want to do it right then. So if you make them wait, you can lose so many people. So I believe that this is going to be great for our county.
So I know that this program is still new here. What kind of goals do you have for your facility and your organization here?
I would love to see it continue to grow, to try to reach out to more and more people, collaboration with all the other agencies around. I mean, that is much needed. We need, like the rental properties to help collaborate, employment, mental health, aftercare, because it's the client's decision of where they want to go for their aftercare. So just to wrap around all of those services. A great thing that would be much needed in this area, I think, is recovery housing once that they step down. I think that would.
I agree. That's something we're working on.
Yes, but that is much needed here. Just another step down before you just let go.
Well, and sometimes if people don't have options and then they go back into that negative environment. Where they started the unhealthy behaviors, then it, kind of reinforces all of that negative stuff again.
Yes, the relapse potential goes sky high that way.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you think it's important to share just about the goals that you have and the work that you're doing here and what the community knows as the Old Woman's Home?
I just encourage people to continue educating themselves, understand that these are just people. I would love to be able to do community projects with our clients here to help out. They want to give back. Everybody here wants to give back. I want people to understand that they voluntarily walk in this door. They want to get better. And if we, not just our agency, but we as a community need to help them and wrap around them in order for them to get better.
Well, thank you again for all the work that you're doing, and it's so important for our community. If anyone has the desire to learn more about what we've been talking about in Rigal Recovery Services, Candace, how would they get a hold of you? What's the best way?
For the inpatient facility here at the Woman's Home, you can contact myself, Candace Jeffers, or Matthew Joy. He's our enrollment specialist at 740-371-5160.
And what is that number again that they can call if they want more information?
740-371-5160. That also will ring into our outpatient facility. So if somebody's looking for outpatient mental health or SUD counseling, they can contact that number as well.
Excellent. Well, thank you and welcome to the community. We're glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Take care, Candace. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The 11th Hour, a service of the Washington County Board of Behavioral Health. Tune in next Friday at 11:05 a.m. right here on WMOA for another edition of The 11th Hour.